This DJ will kick the floor in 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to Mzansi. We're back again. It is that time of the night where we have to talk about what did not happen, right? Yeah. So we are here. We are going to be telling you shortly on absolutely nothing, but we just want to hear from you.
Yes, we did promise you guys that today we're going to be opening the lines for you to call in, to share your opinions, to tell us what you thought about the proceedings for the entire week, and especially on things that we may have missed or things that you felt like we didn't hammer hard enough on. But I miss you guys. I miss hearing from you. I miss your voices. The lines are open for today, and you can call in and tell us about what you think and what you think is being happening in the courtroom. I am personally relieved that Gwabini's testimony is over and done with, and he can move on with his life, and especially because he was getting some kind of intimidation and threats about how he was going to be charged or something like that. But I'm glad now that is pretty much over for now, right? For now. Now we are waiting to hear on other witnesses who could possibly be next. Very curious about that.
Yes. We are done. This is the time where you guys have to do the talking. We do the listening. See, people have been calling these days. They've been calling. Mm-hmm. And today, it's the right time to call.
Yeah, today's the right
Let's hear
time.
what you guys are.
The phone is on.
Yes. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Let us be the listeners.
Yeah, for the change.
People have been sending WhatsApp saying they are giggling when we were talking. Now it's their time. Today, I don't have anything. I mean, do you have something there that you probably...
It's usually the norm. Court proceedings lasted for approximately 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. The shortest court day ever in the history of this trial. Well, Advocate Mnisi, as expected, said that there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel. He's saying that such probabilities that if all administration as they have started with them yesterday, on Monday, they might be able to secure the attendance of a witness. Okay, so they started the process yesterday with the office manager, and they're busy with the processes of trying to acquire all the dynamics relating to the coming of that particular witness. He indicated that they could be able to proceed on Monday, and he requested that the matter be adjourned to Monday on the probabilities that they could be proceedings. Could be proceeding. Well, the judge asked him how many witnesses has he lined up in particular, because it's his opportunity and chance. He's the one presenting the defense of accused number one. And Mnisi said that it is only that witness, because they don't know how long the testimony of that witness will last up until its completion. I mean, come on, with Gwabini and Ubabuzungu, it took exactly how long for them to be on the witness box? It took quite a long time that we even lose count.
We did.
It took longer than usual, longer than normal. In a normal case, a witness will testify 2 to 3 days and a week max. Mm-hmm. But with this case, they can sit there for 3 months like Gwabini has just done. So the defense counsel and the state had no objections, and the judge said that it was out of his hands. They will adjourn until Monday. Well, Judge Ratam Khwatleng said, but did you assure us that we shall have a witness on Monday? Mr. Mnisi said, to say that I need to assure the court is like I'm putting my head on the chopping block. Well, the judge said, yeah, because unless you are saying that is your last witness, fine. Then if he doesn't turn up, it's fine. And he says that he understands that he would understand if it was the last witness, but this is not the last witness. If they don't turn up, does he have a substitute witness also?
Stand by.
Stand by. Well, that would be ideal for the state. I mean, the state has resources. The state has resources.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the defense, you can't just now have two witnesses take leave on their jobs at the same time.
And then you're still going to keep them on the queue.
It's not practical. It's not. So one at a time. And if it means that there has to be a delay maybe by 1 day or so, it's not going to be like it's a delay of 3 months or 5 months, just to arrange for the witnesses to be safe, to be comfortable, to be transported from wherever they are to the courtroom. Right?
Yes.
Is that too much to ask? Because I'm seeing a lot of people who are obviously enemies of the defense counsel, especially Mnisi in particular, his haters. He's got a lot of haters. They're busy saying he's wasting time and delayed tactics. Mnisi, he's always wasting time. What do you expect him to do?
Really, there's nothing he can do.
Like, what do you expect him
unless
to do?
He wants to work with the states, which is not ideal.
No, it's not. Look at how the defense witnesses so far have been treated. So no, it's not ideal.
There's really nothing you can do. You just have to do what you can do to protect these witnesses also, because it's not about your case. You need to protect them.
Yes.
I mean, anything is possible these days. I mean, in my opinion, you are against the monster of all the monsters. States, you can never succeed in states. The intelligence is there and everything is there. So,
and Mnisi said that they were looking, and he assured 90 to 95% that the probability that witness will be arriving on Monday. And the judge told him that he has at least 2 witnesses remaining, and Mnisi said at least 2. Yes, so it means that Mnisi has 2 more witnesses. Then it will be Ramosepele's 10. And then the judge said, so if other or the other one doesn't turn up, what will you do? And Mnisi said that they will quickly arrange another one. And court adjourned until Monday.
yes.
Let's talk about yesterday with that Simpiwe Buthelezi statement. I saw a post on Twitter.
Yeah.
Someone put together a beautiful a thread of how they actually went back to the time Brigadier Gininda, under cross-examination with Zulu, he read Simpiwe Buthelezi's statement into the record. Can you believe that Brigadier Gininda on that statement read what that argument that was happening between Advocate Baloyi and Advocate Nxumalo, saying that in that statement they are referring to Bongani Ntanzi, while Advocate Baloyi was insisting that they were referring to Gwabini? Do you remember that part?
You lost me there.
Like there's a part yesterday that we stayed on,
Yeah.
regarding the statement
Yeah.
of Simpiwe Buthelezi. Akiri, there was an argument where Advocate Nxumalo raised a point to say that the statement does not say what Advocate Baloyi has read into the record that Gininda read when he was reading Simpiwe Buthelezi's statement.
Yeah. I remember that.
Do you remember it?
Yes, I remember that part.
Do you remember what the argument was about?
The argument was more or less about that the differences in the statements.
Yes, and
what-
there's a part
what-
where they said,
and Baloyi was relying on the record.
let me see if I wrote it down yesterday. There's a part where it said we, right? We.
And then Nxumalo was saying that it doesn't say we.
It says I.
Yes.
And then also when the judge was busy asking who are they talking about, meaning Buthelezi, and then Nxumalo said, no, my lord, meaning who? Ngumalo continued and said that from home in Nongoma by the name of Carlos Mapisa Nkane Muzi in a room where Gwabini resides. Gwabini is also from Nongoma. So the problem that he's having is that it reads as we instead of he. But for one to understand the content or the wording of the statement, you'd have to start from the beginning of the statement.
Yeah.
So his understanding is that Brigadier Gininda was required to read that statement into the record, and the wording of the statement is not according to what was read by Brigadier Gininda. Here's what's happening in that incident. Apparently, Brigadier Gininda read that statement into the record, and it seems like he was reading a statement that was handwritten. That's what it seemed like at the time. And from my recollection, I remember that the defense had not yet seen that Simpiwe Buthelezi statement.
Yeah.
The state did what it usually does. They pulled that statement. Brigadier Gininda read it into the record, and then they presented it to the defense as an exhibit. Now, allegedly, the one that Ngumalo was talking about and holding and referencing and saying that it's not saying what Brigadier Gininda read into the record. It is typed. The one that he was having, that he was reading from.
And the one that is Gininda was reading from was not
handwritten. Typed. And he was struggling to read it, I remember.
Yeah.
He was struggling to read it. He said, "Hey, my lord, I cannot see this handwriting."
I remember that part.
So now this typed one is not having the same context as the one that was handwritten. So in this thread, they're talking about how it seems that there's two different. Let me see if I can pull it so that I don't take it out of context. I found it very interesting. Here it is. Mr. Nons, I'm going to send you the link. Maybe you can play the recording from way, way back.
There's a recording.
I don't know if you feel like it. Actually, we're waiting for phone calls. Nobody has called in yet. So as we are waiting for the phone calls from you guys, we also have to discuss some of the things. But as soon as you guys call in, I will keep quiet. I will wrap this up. So let me send it to you so that maybe if it needs to be played for context, because it seems like you are not getting what I'm trying to say. Okay, we've got a caller, guys.
The caller is calling the wrong number.
Oh, it's a wrong number.
The number to call is not this one. 071, that's the number. 071. I'm trying. It becomes hard.
Okay, the phone you are calling.
The number is 071
to the sound.
071 153 7006. That's the number, guys. I don't know how you guys keep on calling this number.
We no longer use
this number
for the connection with the line of the sound. So even if you do call in, you're not gonna be heard. It'll be awkward. So please use the other number. Please use the other number that's down there on the screen. Okay.
Yes.
071. What is it?
Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Can you hear me?
No, I can't. I don't have sound. I can't hear the phone.
Right. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Okay. Now we are calling the right number, but I don't know what is what is happening because you are connected. Right. Let me do this to check the sound. Zanzi, hello. It just says connecting. Okay.
Gun to protect himself, and he specifically said he want a hot firearm, mentioning unlicensed one known as a pistol. I immediately contacted the Lisela.
Okay. Everything is fine. Zanzi, hello. Zanzi, hello.
Hey, hi, how are you guys now? I want to try to make a call. I'm not sure if it's your network or it's my network now.
Okay.
It was from our side. It's fixed now.
Oh, let me go back because I don't have that much time now.
Don't you have the WhatsApp? The WhatsApp?
Yeah, I do have the WhatsApp. I've tried to call with the WhatsApp. When you say it's connecting, that's why I'm asking myself, is it from my side or from your side?
It was actually not from our side. Emily is jumping the gun. Our side is fine.
Okay.
But my router is fine because I'm streaming. I'm watching you guys.
Okay. Let's try again. But it was...
Okay, let me try now.
Okay. Let us see.
So it's that awkward silence that I don't like.
Unfortunately, internet is interneting, but we are connected. Let's answer. Zanzi, hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good evening.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you guys now?
Oh, good.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Ano? How are you, Emily?
We're good. We're fine.
Hey, obviously, people they're not gonna call. It's the first month, it's month end. People they are relieving their stress. Yeah, but nevertheless,
Yeah.
There's one thing that I've noticed in this case, watching even the judge, and more specifically when Mnisi asked, okay, do we actually, when Mnisi said, no, we didn't prepare a witness because you said you're gonna actually call the likes of Kimina. And I'm even going forward because when we came back on the 19th, things started to turn sour, changing direction, and say now I made a mistake, etc. And the ministry asked that question in purpose that, okay, because this witness was done, we're expecting Abu Kininda.
Yes.
And Abu Kininda, they're not going to show up. The reason why they came to fix that process, the judge to fix that process is because how are they going to explain the part of the gun? That's the crucial thing that they need to explain. How do you get arrest a person with a firearm, unlicensed firearm, and not charge that person? That person does not go to court. Nothing happened with that witness. And the worst part scenario is the witness, the gun does not even be involved in Senzo Meyiwa's case. But you've been questioned by Senzo Meyiwa's case. So it's a total mess. They know That's why I saw him this other, I think it was on Thursday. He wanted to go out when they are saying, yeah, let's take the, Numalo said, I want to what the document.
Yes.
And he was like, nah, let me go out. I'm going out. I saw it. No. He said the trouble. No. And there's no way Baloyi will open that case for Abo Gininda to come back in that court. No way. So it's a really problem that those guys they are facing, and they can see it now because they see the public, more specifically, especially whatever that is happening now for Abo Gininda with the what you call this ad hoc, whatever,
commission.
So they know whatever that you will be doing to take us back there, you are exposing us. So they know that you are exposing us, and to expose us in the public now domain, to come as a Prakatiak in Ninda and say, I talked to the person, why did you go? And number one, nobody, even today, since they opened that case, so sorry, not the case, since we came back this year,
yes,
nobody explained why Kwabeni was arrested for.
Yeah.
And the only person that they need to explain is the team that the Rata wanted to bring.
Yes.
They needed to explain why did they arrested Kwabeni for. And obviously that would actually bring a blunder to them. They know. And I don't see them coming. I don't see them showing up in that court anymore. Because it's a blunder. Even more especially Prakatia Kininda, Muhula, and even Baloyi. I've noticed it into Baloyi. First time Baloyi just tried to close the cross-examine early because he knew that I don't want this guy to keep on poking into me. And I was like, if I was Kwabeni, I will say, no. That statement, remember when I was coming to your office, remember, if you read that statement, I was even wishing if I was Kwabeni or I knew Kwabeni, I will tell Kwabeni, if you read that statement, tell him that, remember when I come to that office, I told you, you were with them. I told you, you were with them. To make him, and he tried to keep it short because he didn't want to also be exposed. At the end of the day, I even feel like, okay, this judge, you know what, being biased, it's something that is there in law. We can't, even in judges, we can't actually say whatever, because sometimes somewhere when we have problems, they will tell us that they say, give us this, then we will do this to do whatsoever. It does happen at the end of the day, no. But Judge Rata is so biased in an extent of, you will see that, okay, no, this one, and the only thing that I see to that guy is Judge Rata. He knows that he's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose. He's a retired judge.
He's retired.
Even if you go to more, even if you can go after 3 years or 2 years and say in appeal, Judge Rata will be sitting there enjoying the money for those years that he was prosecuted.
Pretty much.
Prosecuting the you got daily money, no other election. So those are the kind of things that I'm looking at it and I'm like, nah. There are so many loopholes, and now those loopholes, I can see that he tried to patch those loopholes. It's like trying to patch potholes where there's always let me say, for example, to ask the community to say, put a cent into those potholes so that car can move, and forget that when rain comes, would wash away that cent.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I know it is traumatic. And it's traumatic to even in an extent when Kwabeni comes and says, no, I saw this guy in 2017 and he took a statement. He put a statement close to his face and then he started to say, yeah, I'm not so swift. There's no, the worst part, there's no ID number. There's a date of birth. It didn't born in this day. I was born in that day. Oh, okay, so, all right. That means it's a statement. So there are so many things we are watching. What else we can say? But, sometimes I know, Emily, sometimes I even thinking alone that, to break this case at all, I will bring Kelly Kumata.
Would you?
I will bring Kelly Kumalo straight in that court.
And then what if he says, yes, they are the ones who did it?
Nah, obviously he's a suspect. If it's obvious, he needs to get arrested. She knows. She's got a lot to lose.
And she says, I have nothing to do with that accusation where they're saying that I'm the one who sent them to do that.
No, remember, she's got a lot to lose. She's a media person. And if in a case you'll go and say what, the media will de-associate themselves to you. She's got a lot to lose.
Yeah, now she's in a
not serious, Yeah, I can put that myself. If I was Mnisi, I will bring that woman. She's got a lot to lose. She does not have anything, a job like she's doing what, nothing. She's got a lot to lose. I will bring her and say.
Right.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Yeah. We are losing. Okay. Right. Guys, keep the calls coming. The suggestion is that you bring Kelly to come and testify.
Yes. What do you still think it's a bad idea?
I 100% think so. Mzansi, hello.
Guys, keep the call coming.
Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you? Please don't listen on your YouTube. Just listen from your phone. Isaiah, thank you very much, brother, for the gift. Thank you. God
Isaiah.
bless you. Lindy Webembe, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Lindy.
Guys, let's press the like button and keep the calls coming. The number is 071 153 7006 for both calls and WhatsApp. Direct call. Mzansi, hello. Oh, you're doing that again. Please switch off the volume of the TV and then remain with the phone. Yeah, because it's not in sync.
Yeah, the feedback is late on your TV.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Can you reduce the sound of a TV?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks. It's my first time to get hold of you guys. How are you?
We are good. How are you?
I'm also good, man.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, it's just a question if maybe I've missed something.
Okay.
I would just like to know if Baloyi did touch what killed them, what happened in their office, what was based on Baloyi. Did he ever touch it while he was cross-examining Gwabeni?
Did he ever touch what?
What happened with Gwabeni at his office?
No, he didn't.
He didn't touch that, man.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what I was interested to so much. That is he gonna touch that or what?
No, he didn't touch it. Didn't want to touch it.
I didn't hear it, so that is why I was calling just to confirm.
Yeah, he was skeptical about it. He never liked people who touched that. He did not want that.
And another thing, just I don't think Judge Rata will sentence this guy. As things stand right now, the tables have turned up, and now we can realize that the mess is obvious. Everyone is on the public domain. Everyone can see what's happening. That's why he's trying to
Yeah.
So the state is going down. That's what I say. I don't think he's going to sentence the guy.
Well, the guy is brave. Let's see.
Hey,
Yeah, thank you so much.
unesibindi.
Yeah.
He's bold.
Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mr. Anonymous.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm all right, sir.
Yes, man. Yeah. Hey, this case out has become a mess.
True.
Yeah. So, you will be so surprised why a prosecutor chose to defend the consultation that they have with their section 205, 204 witness.
Yeah.
It's very it is very peculiar. I shouldn't, if I was Baloyi, I wouldn't have even cross-examined that witness. What to prove? Because you are the one who's saying that this is our section 205, 204 witness. Why are you then cross-examining him? And for me, this, in my view, Gwabeni, for him to see the officers planting the gun at the time of his arrest, that is where cooking got spoiled. That's where the cooking got spoiled. If you remember, Mr. Anonymous, Constable Zungu said he saw accused 1 and accused 3.
Yeah.
After the killing of Senzo, returning 2 guns to Gwabeni.
Yeah.
So now, what the cooking was intended to do was at least to get a gun from Gwabeni, which will be assumed to be the gun which was returned.
One of the guns that was returned.
That gun should have been taken for ballistic analysis and match the bullets which was found in the house. That is how the cooking was intended.
Oh yeah.
So Gwabeni was so lucky to see the person, the officer, planting the gun. And they didn't continue with that cooking. Then they went and fetched a gun which was about to be destroyed. And said, no, we've got a match now.
Perfect story.
So that's why Gwabeni was arrested for that unlicensed firearm, and he should have agreed that yes, indeed, you find an unlicensed firearm and become a section 205 witness. He would have been charged with the accused. Then he would have qualified the section 204 witness. So since we saw them planting the gun, then they realized that, hey, we can't charge them. We need now to find something else.
They changed their story.
They changed their story and then went and fetched another gun to replace the one which they were trying to plant on Guaben.
You've got a point there.
They went and they changed the story. Then they realized that Guaben comes to court. It's a mess. We don't want Guaben in court. Guaben came to court. And he is now implicated the prosecutor.
Yeah.
So in actual fact, the prosecutor now is implicated.
Yes, he is.
The prosecutor is implicated. So why do you now go and how do you now defend yourself while
examining?
What Baloyi was doing was not to cross-examine to the best of case. He was trying to defend himself.
Yes,
he was just trying to.
Now I get your submission of saying that he was compromised. He shouldn't have cross-examined this witness because
he shouldn't have cross-examined the witness because you are saying this is a section 204 witness. Why are you cross-examining the section? You opt not to call the witness. You elected not to use the witness. However, you are saying he is a section 204 witness.
Yeah.
So if he is a section 204 witness, why are you cross-examining?
And then why are you cross-examining someone who's implicating you to crime that was committed by the police? And you are also looked at as a part. In a sense, you were defending yourself. So in your cross-examination, it was more about defending you than anything else. If they could use that for arguments, the defense. I know the judge is going to be jumpy. What are you saying? Are you accusing your colleague? What? You know, that's how it's going to be. But
obvious, it's defend.
No, they are going to use that during arguments. Why did he cross-examine? That's why they were requesting documents.
Yeah.
That was the reason they were requesting documents. Section 204 witness, you need to. It's like a plea bargain.
Yeah, it is. When you
are in section 204, you are in a plea bargain. You are saying that no, please don't touch me.
Yeah.
I will give you information as an accomplice to the other accused.
And the statement that they read has nothing that says I'm actually implicated too.
No, the statement is the same statement. All the Zungu statements, Absalom Zungu, Gwabeni, Sifiso Zungu, and Constable Zungu, are hearsay evidence. And those hearsay evidence, they've got too many names on them. Those people, there was no follow-up from the investigators.
Yeah.
To bring them to collaborate, because Gwabeni says, I heard this from this person. Also, Zungu says somebody heard from Tuli, Buteles, and whoever.
Yes.
But, they said you have this information. Where did you get the information? That's how you establish the truth.
Yes.
That's how you establish the truth. You need to dig. Whatever name comes up, it must be followed up. So we don't have statements of the people who are being mentioned on the alleged statement of Gwabeni. And Gwabeni does not talk about the guns that he received from the accused number 1 and accused number 3, according to Constable Zungu.
So basically, there's no connection in the story that has been painted.
There's no connection. So he is not a section 204 witness. He is not telling. He's not saying anything about his involvement in the case.
Nothing.
You need to say your involvement in the case, not to tell us that I heard from where we were in a funeral and then a wedding, and then I heard from this person. No, that you no longer have Section 405. A Section 405 must say his involvement in the case. What is your involvement? So Gwabeni, on that statement alone, he was not involved on the case. He just had information. Maybe
they're gonna say one can play devil's advocate
for witness
by saying that you paid 100 out of the money to keep these women that were speaking quiet. You contributed 100. Is that not an implication?
Contributed. You are saying. Sorry, I did not get that message. Can you repeat?
I'm saying that wouldn't their argument be that the witness in that statement does, if the statement is admitted or accepted as a witness statement, say that he contributed 100 rand to that 4,000 that was going to pay some lady to keep quiet?
But that is not. That's a collateral issue. It is not Gwabeni's involvement on the case. We are talking about the case as it happened.
Yes.
You become a Section 404 witness for evidence of the 14th of the 26th. Is it the 26th of October?
Yes.
2014.
Yes.
You need to give us that evidence to qualify as a Section 204 witness. So for family gatherings, family meetings, we contributed 100 to tell this one to keep quiet. That person must come and testify that yes, indeed I received 100 rand from Gwabeni to keep quiet. Without that person, such evidence is not corroborated by any evidence.
More especially if it is denied by the owner.
Gwabeni is denying the evidence.
Yes.
So now you need to bring the person who received the money, the recipient of the money that is being alleged that there was this money collected and then given to this person. So they have to bring that person and come and refute what Gwabeni is saying.
No, I hear you. Great submissions, man. Great submissions.
Great.
That's a nice summary.
So they are in a mess. My view with Judge Rata, I know with Judge Rata we differ. My view with Judge Rata.
Yeah.
Judge Rata is very intelligent. I just want to tell you, Mr. Sarun.
Yes.
And he can see what is happening. He can see what is happening.
So why is he
and he will come to the correct judgment. It's just that the problem, this conflict of understanding between the defense and Judge Rata. And he wants to complete this case as soon as possible.
Yeah.
He wants to complete the case as soon as possible, acquit the 5 accused.
You think so?
That is the only verdict that Judge Rata.
No.
That is the only verdict that.
I like your submissions. I accept them, and I hope for them to happen. I really hope for them to happen.
That's the only version. That is the only verdict that Judge Rata has, is to acquit the 5 accused.
Let us see.
It's to acquit. He needs to acquit the 5 accused. And now, I think we are on a fact-finding process now.
Yeah.
So that that's what he's calling those and whatever with Section 186. It's a fact-finding exercise.
Yeah.
It is a fact-finding exercise. To test, just to test their credibility. If you look at the what is common at the modus operandi,
yes,
the witness complains about the same thing, torture.
yes,
The witnesses again, those were state witnesses. They also complained about the same thing, torture.
yes,
Which proves that accused number 1 and accused number 2 were tortured.
Mm-hmm.
In a judgment, they will not be accepted. They will be struck out of the process. The confessions. Remember, the confessions. We are still on a ruling. It is not a judgment.
Yes.
So he is going to make a judgment. He is going to make a judgment after. That's why Baloyi realized that, hey, this confession statement won't be used. And then now he wanted to sneak in the executive statement. You remember?
Yes.
Do you remember the time that Baloyi was saying that no, in actual fact, those confession statements are executive statements?
Yeah.
Because he realized that with the judgment of the confession, we are going to lose. The confessions are not being judged yet. They were ruled to be admissible. They were ruled to be admissible. So with this evidence emanating now, Baloyi realized that no, this case.
Yeah.
That Rata is going to judge against. Now we want to bring them as executive statements.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a serious argument about executive statement.
Yeah.
An executive statement is the same as the section, it's similar to a section 204 witness.
Yeah.
It's the same as a 204 witness. It's somebody who was in that particular scene.
Yeah.
When the crime happened.
Yes.
Then he says how the crime happened. That is an executive statement. So now the confessions are no longer confessions, are executive statements. That's the mess in the case.
No, thank you for educating us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Anonymous, enjoy your day.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, we just had an emergency. Emily is out for time being, but I'm here. Let's hear the calls. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Okay. Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mitano.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm bored. I'm right. Sister Emily, how are you?
Emily's just had an emergency, but it's gonna be back.
Oh no, no problem. That's all good, man. I was not watching the proceedings, so I'm calling from my phone. I was not sure what to say.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thanks for taking my call, Mr.
Yes.
I've got a couple of points, and if I take 5 minutes, Mr. Please just say time up so that we can give others a chance.
Okay.
But I've got a couple of things.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the first one is when we resumed, Baloyi is supposed to cross-examine Babin, and he's using the section 204. Right?
Yes.
Can you please, Mr. explain to me that I am arrested in terms of possession of an unlicensed firearm? You read me my rights in concerning that case, but when I'm making the statement with Gininda, I'm writing it in terms of section 204 for Senzo Meyiwa. How do you move from this unlicensed firearm to this case of murder? How do you move?
It's a blunder.
That's one. And then Baloy is saying you will read your rights. And the right that he's reading is concerning unlicensed firearms. But he's not reading rights for Section 204. And Section 204, Mr. Anu, you cannot arrange a Section 204 with me, the arrested person, because I don't know my rights.
Yes.
Even Section 204, I don't know it.
Yeah.
I need my lawyer there. Because my lawyer is the one who's going to say, you know what, you are involved in this case. Let's take the deal.
Yes.
That's what it must happen. Yes. So if there's no lawyer, how then do you say this guy is a Section 204? And then secondly, my question is, from the cross-examination by the prosecutor, what came out of it besides reading the statement into the record? What came out of it?
Just attacking the character of the witness, badgering the witness, one might say.
Yeah, of course, it was badgering the witness, but the witness was clear. I will go to my second point. The judge. You know, we have been listening to Gwabini from November.
Yeah.
So we went into December, and we came back in January. And Gwabini, what he said from the beginning is, I stepped down, they said, accused one said a lot about you. And then he said, I know nothing. If you want, because you have been beating me, can you please translate what accused number one said about me to my statement? That's what he said.
Yes.
And now, on the last day before yesterday, I think on Thursday or Tuesday, Thursday, the judge is saying, are you saying Gininda was not reading to you what is in the statement? The guy never said Gininda read. He said, I said copy. And it's a copy and paste job. He said, copy and paste it here. So my expectation was, when they are reading what Gwabini is alleged to have said, it must be exactly what accused number one said. It must be exactly, because you're copying and pasting it.
Yes.
But to my surprise, including spelling, including names, it's all talking to what accused Intanzi said. And then I said, so how does Intanzi? Because Gwabini didn't say, write what Intanzi said. He said, can you write what accused number one said? So, and then we get there. Now you are saying, you know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm an accountant by profession. We want to check if the right for Section 204 has actually been followed correctly in terms of procedure. And they say, can we please have these documents? And then all of a sudden the judge is jumping up and down. Who caused the Section 204 issue to come about? It was the judge, through Baloy. The judge is the one who said he must read the statement.
Yes.
Because by reading the statement, you are introducing this Section 204 statement into the record. But before, it was not there. So you cannot go back and say you got this document 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yes.
If this statement came about when it was read into the record, that's when it came about. And I'm now asking documents. And you know, when you ask a document and Baloy does not have it, you just blah, 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 blah. Nothing will come out of it.
Yeah.
And we are where we are now. And I must comment the other point, my last point, sorry, before my 5 minutes. I'm also disappointed, very disappointed by Msololo. She comes one day, she disappears, she comes back another day. Man, we cannot operate like that, man. We need to be here for the accused. Yeah. My last point, Mr. Ano, I'm not an anti-Mnisi person, but I also want to encourage the defense, including me, to be a little bit organized. Man. We cannot just say we're going to rely on one witness on Monday, and then if that one witness doesn't come, what happens? So you must work at least with two, maybe work with two people, that if this one doesn't come, we'll go to this one. So that there's always a four behind strategy to say, if this one doesn't come, we'll be able to proceed. Man. Because if we sit down and say we want to wait, I know it's very difficult because Gwabini was not expected to be there for 3 months, but he was there for 3 months. And then it's very difficult to plan. But at least he must try to work around it. At least give a witness a week, and then we say the other week the next one. And if this one doesn't come, we will find a replacement. Just to have some flow in terms of the process. So I'm not anti-Mnisi, but I'm just saying.
Maybe they are afraid. I mean, you know how South Africa is. They're safe of these witnesses. Once you show them all, because it seems the way you I think I'm looking at, they come as a secret. If you have noticed, they come as a surprise. when they come to court,
yes.
they come as a surprise.
Yes.
But if you stop everyone else, let's say all of them, they are working, both of them are working. So if you say, I'm calling Kwabini, for example, and then we are putting this one on a standby, obviously they still need to put leave on that company that they work for them to come. So it's not going to be something that's going to be like now, because you know that you already have Kwabini. But should anything happen, obviously you're going to revert back to that one that you said you must be on a standby. Being on a standby obviously doesn't mean that the person who employed you is just going to let you go like that as if you are called by the state. It's a different situation when it comes to defense. And we are not super.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. It's very difficult, but I just wish if they can find a better way, just a little bit of organization. Because you know what? The judge will always capitalize on, so what am I supposed to do? Because he is already agitated, man. So it's better that we try to, manage him. Because once we manage him, everything will be smoother. So, I wish we can find a better way of dealing with him. And I know it's very difficult, because you don't want to just tell the media that these are my witnesses. You go for them. So it's better to keep them secret. We want them to come one by one, no one knows. So thanks a lot, Mr. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you very much. While we are thanking people, thank you, Chico, Matthias, Matthews, Linda Dube, thank you, Mlambo Designs, thank you, God bless you guys. And membership, let me see, page, Shabangu, thank you again for rejoining us. Thank you, God bless you guys. We appreciate you. Keep the calls coming. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, can you hear me? Mzansi, hello. Are you there? If you can drop and call again so that we can hear you. So I'm just looking at some stuff here, but Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Sikhona njani? Yes, sikhona mfowethu.
Man. Yaphilana into lengiyibonako mina. First 15 days yaratha ne. Bekafelo baba. A-honest futhi. Mara kuye ngokuchubeka watshintsha nje esikhaleni. Na ungabuka if umnisi raise ama-objection. Akambuke emehlweni, akamlaleli ukuthi uyabhala. But when it comes to kubaloti, umthatha into account.
Okay, yes.
So lobabe lona ulumoshe lokuqala nakugcina lelikhala bekabuya angcono nalo jaji okuqala lo mahume. Lenye into futhi uma ungabuka ama-witnesses estate. Uwatreat-a ngendlela yokuthi akafuni bende i-mistake.
Okay.
Even his guest charge towards lama-witnesses estate.
Yes.
Ubanika msasandlela. But when it comes to lama-witnesses estate, uyalwa naho always.
You are right. You are correct.
So lobabe uyasimosha kakhulu, uyalimosha lelikhala.
Selimoshekile.
Selinyalo limoshekile. But nyalo akana chance because njengoba ushilo nyalo ukuthi onke lama-witnesses estate aqhamuka as a surprise.
Yes.
We don't know ukuthi kunabavimbe kuphi
nyalo.
Yeah. So into nje lesiyithandazelako sila eSouth Africa. Uma ngabe ukuthi wenda lokhu naye indlela yakhe ukuthi special clinic ukuthi awubangcono. But if ngabe abias uyamosha lamasala. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Right, the calls, keep them coming. Press the like button, guys. Please press that like button. I'm just looking here. the statement that Baloyi was using, mostly it was just to test credibility and show the inconsistency. But it cannot be used as evidence. It cannot be used as evidence. It just should be used to take inconsistency. But Nakona, it's not accepted as evidence in any case. I mean, how can you test someone in terms of what they are denying? How can you say you are testing credibility? But basically, in terms of legal terms and how it should be dealt with by the states, that's how far they can take it. And they cannot declare this witness hostile because they did not call the witness. So that's basically they were screwed when it comes to Guininda. Yes, the screen is blank. It is on purpose because the person that you should be looking at is currently not here, is out for emergency. So when the person comes back, the screen is going to be fixed. Then you'll be able to see Emily. For now, you'll probably be seeing Chair. So I had to do something. Yes, thank you very much, though, for letting us know. That means you are watching, and we apologize for making you watch a blank screen. But we continue. Let's have the calls, guys. The number is 071 for WhatsApp and for both WhatsApp, actually, for the direct calls, 071 153 7006. 071 153 7006. Yes, we have a call. Mzansi, hello.
071 153 70.
Zanzi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
let's hear your own view. Can we hear your own views? No?
My views
Yeah.
in terms of this whole situation.
Yeah, everything. No.
No, my views are clear. They have been clear. In my opinion, yes, I think Rata is in trouble, in terms of what he should do. In my mind, I think there was a mandate, in my opinion. And whether he's going to be able to live up to that mandate, it's now difficult because of the things that have happened in court. But looking at the situation that Rata is at as a retired judge, he is capable of making a ruling that is going to break the situation. Taking from the situation of the Lobola, that ruling was a very, very harsh ruling, if you ask me. So he's capable of dishing harsh ruling. Then we have history of Mcebo Dlamini, who was fighting for students who did not have money. Right to Learn campaign.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yes.
I remember that guy. Who's that one who was fighting for Christmas for
Mcebo Dlamini.
Yeah, Mcebo Dlamini, yeah.
Yes. So Rata is not afraid of doing, and he has consistently been like this. He is not just doing this here. He has been, in fact, he's been called out for being ruthless and rude. There is a case where I think he even apologized, if I'm not mistaken. So, and he said because of the system that he used to work under, which is apartheid, I'm skeptical when it comes to him.
I remember where this guy, this guy from MK now, the lawyer, Baba Sizwe,
yes,
both intervene and say we can't have some such judges.
Yes, so
but
he
don't you think that Mr. Ano? But if there will be a call, another call, you will take it, no?
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear your own views.
Yeah.
But don't you think? Because obviously, I heard this other caller said maybe possibly can release those guys, but looking at the judge, I can see that no, those guys will be sentenced. And why I'm saying that is because Numalo came and said to the judge, you failed for section whatsoever, that section of accused number 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if section whatsoever. And then Numalo reminded the judge that you said the reason it was because of that Zungu the police, and Zungu the police never bring any witness here.
Yeah.
I don't know, Canada, where he mentioned that thing, and then the judge said, is that so? Hey, I know, sorry, but the judgment already passed.
Okay.
Because now I'm asking myself that what's the way forward? But the only thing that I'm thinking of, the two crucial witnesses.
Yeah.
They are already done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any other witness that can come and make the case to be destroyed.
Yeah.
More than those two, Zungu and Kwabini.
Okay.
Because Kininda said Kwabini was the crucial witness, not a suspect, but a crucial witness.
Yeah.
And now the Zungu senior was also a crucial witness, but they not said we're not going to take Zungu senior's weight because Zungu senior heard from Mpekiseni, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Mpekiseni?
Mm-hmm.
So Mpekiseni is the only person now who's left to come and destroy. But the only thing about Mpekiseni, the Kininda's crew, they never went to Mpekiseni and talked to Mpekiseni. Mpekiseni does not have a statement.
Mm-hmm.
And my feeling that I feel like in that judgment,
yeah,
trust me, what will happen, it will be like, those are families, they are protecting each other. It's not like the thing didn't happen, now they are protecting each other.
You've got a point.
It will be part of it.
You've got a point.
And there's another thing that I was asking myself about, and I was like, no. About this thing of saying, how come Kininda knows that when this person, how come knows this thing? Knows. Kwaben was supposed to say, you know what, Zungu came in my house. Zungu is a police officer. Zungu knows, maybe they know each other with the Kininda. Since he came into the court and say this and this and this, meaning that they talk.
And then Baloyi will tell Baloyi will tell you that there's evidence that in this court that was led that Zungu met Kininda only in 2023 or something like that, when he had to tell the story, right? So how do you then deal with that? Because that's what they're gonna say. That court, that's how it is.
No, not in 2023, Mr. Anonymous. If you can remember the evidence, they said he once came earlier before Kininda.
No.
And then they chased him away.
I'm saying, you are saying that these statements, remember these statements, they are dating back to 2023. 2020. Zungu's statement, I think, is fairly new. It's not 2020. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2022 or something like that. It's around, but it's earlier. And that is where the states claim that Zungu and Gininda met. How are you going to deal with the situation of time between these statements? The statements that this so-called Section 204 was done in 2020. The Moses confessions and the dances were done in 2020. The meeting between Gininda, the evidence that was led in that court, it's not before 2020, it's after 2020. That's the meeting between Gininda and Kwabin. That's what they said. And you cannot say things like that if you cannot back them up, right? You know how that court is.
Obviously, that court,
Balo is going to lean on that. Then what are you going to say?
It's tough, but my wish is, because I heard Judge Rata saying, I'm not going to call them now. I will wait for you guys to finish. I'll wait for you guys to, but he said to Mnisi to finish.
Yeah.
I don't know, he will wait for all of them to finish or he will wait for Mnisi to finish. But the way he altered those words, sort of like he will wait for Mnisi to finish.
Yeah.
I wish those guys, the likes of Gininda and the crew, to come into that stand.
They are going to come to the stand. And it's not good for the state.
You think they will come?
It's not good for the defense. Yes. Through the judge. It's not good for the defense. Are you happy about, I'm sorry to disturb, are you happy about the fact that the judge, after the witness came to the stand, they were cross-examined, everything happened, they talked about people, they had put allegations about people. The judge did not call those people, right? He did not say, I'm going to call these people. Now, when people come, those people that they were alleged to be criminals, such as Kwabini, who was holding guns and all that, when that happens, now the judge says, those people who testify, such as Bokininda, they must come back. I mean, the last people to come, obviously, they're gonna wait more than the people that came late. It's logic. You forget what was said in the long run. You gonna remember what it says, what is said lastly. And obviously, this is basically saying, come and defend yourself. And from what this judge is dealing, how he is dealing with these witnesses, clearly you can tell that when Gininda speaks, everything becomes the truth. So when the judge says, I'm going to call Gininda to come and defend himself, it's going to be the truth of the day. The order of the day is that Gininda is going to come and deny that he beat or he threatened this guy. I'm sorry, I have to take this call. I think there's someone else who's calling. But that's my submission. That's my submission. I don't think it's a good thing that the judge is saying that he's going to call Gininda for clarity. He had all the time to have clarity-seeking questions, and he did ask those questions. And they were so biased. What do you think he's going to do when he calls these people again? You think he's going to now all of a sudden ask questions that are really relevant to this case to say, honestly, Gininda, people who are in jail, they are claiming that you had harassed them. People outside who were supposed to be your witness, they are also claiming that you harassed them. Is this a coincidence or what? Is this a coincidence or what? Why is it that everyone that you had to deal with your team is complaining about harassment? That's my submission. Guys, call number is 071 153 7006. I'm sorry, couldn't take that call because the phone was locked. So if you call now, probably I'm going to be able to take your phone. Press the like button. No, I'm not cutting the caller before they finish. I mean, we've been talking with the caller. We had previously had like 10 minutes. Even he said we must cut him if there's a call, and there was a call. There's an agreement. It's coming for the second time just to submit. We are discussing bringing Gininda back, if you really feel that bringing Gininda back is a good thing, call and make your submission. I'm going to be quiet, listen to you making your submission. But I really don't think that bringing the witness like Bomukhula and all that, it's more like to put weight on a state's case, in my opinion. Just to put weight. Why are you bringing them? What else are they going to say that they haven't said? They said they didn't beat anyone. They're not capable of doing that. So all you want them to say it on record, because there's no proof. Even Malou was asking that question, do you have a doctor's note? All of these people don't have doctor's note. All of them. And when it's Gininda's word against them, and who do you think the judge believes more? Who do you think the judge believes more? Obvious. The judge thinks that the police can never do wrong. They are righteous people. Forever and ever. That's how it is. But if you think otherwise, make your submissions. The caller that was here, I think I've given this caller closer to, if not 20 minutes or so. I'll check. We're just discussing. Obviously, we are going to cut each other there and there to clarify some of the things. But if you're a new caller, obviously I give you time to talk. There's no fight. We're not fighting. We're just discussing here. That's how we deal with things. We have debates. Debates are like that. Sometimes we're going to talk over each other. That's how it is. We're not fighting. Fighting no one. See, someone is recording. He must be recording a very wrong message because it keeps on recording. But guys, call. The number is 071-153-7006. 071-153-7006. If you guys still want to call. And if you are done, it's okay. Let me go to WhatsApp and check. Rata is changing his colors like a chameleon now. Mark my words. Guess I can't blame people who are saying, yeah, we think that the judgment is going to be different.
The SAPS can confirm that a case of conspiracy.
That's the wrong video. Sorry about that. But I can't blame you guys. All I can say is that I still don't see how a judge that has been asking questions that are sort of, in my opinion, oppressing the defense can make a judgment that is going to be positive for defense. I can see it because his questions never. I've only yesterday where I said, yeah. Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mr. Anu.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm all right.
Let me be anonymous.
Not an issue.
All right, yes. Let me shoot straight.
Yes.
By the look of things, the judge is irritating the defense to push for his recusal.
Yeah.
He's trying by all means. Because actually, it looked like the case, the way it goes, it didn't go according to the script. That's why it's all over.
Yeah.
And now, if it can go until at the end of the case, the judge is going to sentence this guy. It's going to take them down.
My thinking exactly.
Sorry, Mr. Ano?
I sort of agree with you.
I'm thinking the judge is tired about this case. He's tired. Now, that's my 2 cents thought, Mr. Ano. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's keep them calls coming. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 second. As long as you submit something, today is a day. You can go back, we dissect everything the way you want to dissect what you've been wanting to say. This is the time, because basically, this was your time. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you? Yes, the volume at the back, I can hear a bit of it. But yeah, shoot.
Yeah. Firstly, I have a complaint.
Please do. Yeah.
You know, I know like how this is operated. You know, it's how you dissect this case.
Yes.
And point out the most key points. You know, it's the reality. You know, I'm not a lawyer, but I understand that, you know, when you are in a case, you have to listen and also note down certain points that you would like raise maybe after the evidence in chief and stuff like that. But you know, when you guys dissect the case, you come with lots of details. Like I know for a fact that the defense team, some of the things they would have missed when you listen maybe to their cross-examinations. No. And there's something, if I was a lawyer, that normally happens.
Okay.
It's case where the judge becomes agitated.
Yes.
Like for me, I will push the witnesses to ask the judge, my lord, it seems to be agitated when we giving evidence, especially us as witnesses of the defense.
Yes.
That we can see. No, you need someone who can just say that to them.
Yeah.
Say, that we can see.
Mm.
And then I heard the speaker saying that there will be a judgment. How are they going to prove this case beyond reasonable doubt? I understand it is circumstantial evidence and all of that, but how are they going to prove this case beyond the reasonable doubt? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing is, you need to also to remember that the country is watching. Like for me, if I was a witness, I was asking that we want to see the black man's justice. You unleash the justice. You like what we say, we don't care how you're going to preside over this case. But one thing that we care about is to see how a black man is going to treat another person right now. Because now you are serving the corrupt ways of not the state, of government in treating the fellow black people who are go through the justice system. Because I'm telling you, they will never be a case against a white person.
Yeah.
And this way, whether the judge is black or white, that will never happen.
Never.
That will never happen when even a security deals with a white person or with a black person. Right now, the lawyers should constantly making those remarks. Moving forward, they should constantly make those remarks because these have been the courts of remarks. Through this court, because we know that the difference between black lawyers through the judge.
Yeah.
Now it's time now to provoke. Because he's totally under pressure. The constant state of him being annoyed is evidence that he must take whatever position under so much embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, they are honest. Balo is talking for the sake of talking. You know, you cross examine for the sake of formality. There's nothing that man asks that is really hold so much water. You know, because the case is still going to go through arguments. How the state is going to argue certain points that have been raised, especially by witnesses. Because how many times we were told of Zungu Senior,
yes,
and the contradictions now of the evidence of Kiminda by Zungu Senior.
But do you just while you are on that, do you remember how the judge glorified that by saying it's just minor issues there and there? When it comes to Zungu especially, do you remember when the defense was poking the holes? I was like, I mean, really? Do we need to ask that? Is that really important? How is that going to help the case? Do you remember how he was? Now, look at how that treatment, if you turn it now back and you look at how the defense, Baloyi is asking useless questions and it's okay.
When I started, I said I'm protesting against you. You know how you expect the case, how you go from what is said by witnesses word by word.
Yes.
The preparation of defense should go through that. When they argue the case, they must argue based on ways that, like for me, when I deal with evidence of Kiminda, I will say to the court, Kiminda, in his testimony, that lasted for these so many days, he mentioned the word, the name of Zongo Senior.
Yes.
This so many times. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'll say it in detail, and I'll even tell the court that Kiminda said 70 times the name of Zongo Senior. And the court, quoting Rafa now, this is what it said about him. But how much Kiminda mentioned Zongo Senior? He made Zongo Senior's evidence the central point.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. If I was defense, I would have gotten a called me to give them those details. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know that they are anxious to listen to questions. They will leave lots of details. I know, so I normally do hearings as well. That is why sometimes I will report the witness. When the witness has finished giving evidence, I will make an excuse to chairperson to say after an emergency. Then I will go home and listen word by word. So when I report the witness, I will tell them straight that if a question was posed to you, and I'll tell the witness word by word, this was your answer. You still stand by that. You know, details help. It can defeat the presiding officer in the sense that even the witness will see that, you know what, this person, remember, that is not also a machine. There are things that he has said in this court that he has forgotten that he even said them. Because he was saying it to address that moment and that situation at that point in time. So now when you come and say it vividly, it will affect them. Because by now, they should even pass the remark that we are asking this case for one thing, but when it goes further, because we can tell this court, that needs to be told. That must be put on record and hear how he's going to respond, because he'll respond. No, this episode where he gets angry, they need to provoke him so that he can respond. That man can respond or say things when he's angry, you know?
Yeah.
And the defense must not let the opportunity, which they need to catch him there. He might say other things when then they ask you the case, they raise also that the smallest details that how he will keep quiet and Uganda talking to Baloyi. And when we look at the court, the sitting arrangement, the defense is far from the judge. I think the state is more closer if you look at the sitting arrangement. I don't know whether it's camera that is sitting me, but it seems to be much, you know. And all of that, I don't know why these guys, but I understand that they are more preoccupied with the parents taking such and I always look, even when evidence is given, if that is taking notes, because that is also important,
No, we hear you. We hear you.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Guys, just press the like button. Display that game of pressing the like button. 451 people listening. 311 people that have pressed the like button. It is Friday. Yes, it's still Friday. We can do better. I think the energy is up and high for those who are not working tomorrow, chilling. Just press that like button. If you have two gadgets, please use them both. Press the like button. And if we still do have calls, if we don't, thank you. You stayed with us. Joe Mqadi bekakhala ngokuthi ke akezwa kahle. Ifoni ibingathi kunento between lokhuzana, but ke ezinye izinto ziyenzeka kanjalo. Lindani Dube, remember how he always referred to Zungu as a credible witness? Yes, that's one of the things that I pointed out also, that to this judge, police are correct except for warrant officer Maku. I think that's the only policy probably does not favor the most, because he's on the other side, if you ask me. The independent analyst, Uti, we beg leave to court to allow evidence of Zungu about Gwabini. Gwabini will be called. The state closed the case with collaboration. Right, Derek S.A. Mazibugo. I agree with Anonymous. Rata is calling Gininda to come and defend himself, but it might also backfire to the state because the defense will cross-examine Gininda on the forged signatures. Yes, availing Gininda, then there comes these forged signatures. 2 people have said, you forged our signatures. 2 people have come and said, you forged our signatures. The other one even had to show the ID. Here, this is how I sign. Informative channel. Hi, Mr. Ano. I think the defense must play the character assassination game with Gininda comes back. They must talk about his involvement with Paul O'Sullivan, etc. They must also play dirty. Remember, this would just be matters rising to what the judge would have called them for. So they are, in a sense, confined. It's not a free-for-all, unless, of course, the judge does what he normally does. But I don't think he's going to do it, because it backfires when he does it. When he says, yeah, I'm chilled, everyone can do. If you want to cross-examine, you can. Yep. I don't think he's going to do it anymore. Black Mamba really did a number on him. Matabo Shange. Atirata just need Gininda to rub off Gwabini's evidence. Yes, allegedly. And Danzilea, why Gininda didn't tell the court that Gwabini was arrested. Instead, he told the court that Gwabini is afraid for his life. Hey, those are the questions that if they could be allowed, and that is if the judge doesn't say, I did not ask, or I did not ask for clarity when it comes to that. So you've got to follow up on what I was asking clarity for. This is not the second bite on a cherry, on a cake. You know how these things, they do it. These courts are always ready to defend themselves however they want. Tiani Nkondo, they also lied about the dates. 25th of June was Thursday. They're moving to Sunday to avoid unlawful arrest. Yebo, it's not a mistake. Gininda is O'Sullivan. This is Tumeka Marala. Atu Moses ZW can cut the call. Okay, this we have dealt with. Moses, I hope you are happy. Uteni, Mr. Ano. Hi, Danny. Innocent Gumet. My line for Monday. If the reality it's a female, will be Senzo's sister. Yeah, it is important that they, other than the family, people who could be closer to the defense, they call people who are not linked, maybe by blood or being friends, just to make sure that that issue of saying that this is just a family protecting a family or a friend protecting a friend, stuff like that. So we hope that there's going to be people who are coming from like the side of Sviso and everyone else that is coming from any other place other than Kwanongoma. That's my humble request. Mthozi Silanga. Siyabonga kakhulu moderator. Press the like button. Press the like button, guys, please. We beg you. Uchadi Mulwantwa ati hello. Super knowledgeable sharing ati hi Mzansi. Thank you. Ubanlo Botho Ramokate ati dumelang hle family. Lindiwe Bembe hi Mzansi. Xolile Mkhwanqana ati hello. Cindy ati good evening guys. Sihametsi at Emily and Mr. Ano Madumo Molapeng. Yes, siyabonga. Petros Ntapo ati dumelang family. Yes, we have one caller before I close. Mzansi, hello.
Good morning.
Morning. No. We're minute. Good evening. Yes,
a few minutes before morning.
It's a minute. Just less, in fact, seconds. Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Ado and family there.
Yeah, yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Yes.
This thing is frustrating us, man. Mr. Ono, please tell me if you have knowledge.
Yeah.
In our legal system. So are you telling me that there is someone, are you telling me that there is no one or a body that is watching this mess happening in Rata's court without saying anything?
There is. They are watching.
Who are those, by the way? Is it the JP that Rata keeps referring to? Who's that?
The problem is that you can't tell your coach how to do, even if they are messing up. It's like you are told, you are groomed by Mourinho, then Mourinho now all of a sudden finds himself having to sort of report to you. That's why the judge's confidence in naming these people. This one I used to, it's in a sense, knowing lawyers, it is undermining them, but they would not notice that. But someone says, you can take it for appeal. It's easy to say that if you know for sure that some of these people used to be your students.
Or they will protect you.
Definitely protect you.
No, man, this is a huge problem because, Mr. Ono, we're talking about people's lives.
Unfortunately.
Like we are literally dealing. Okay, the other three, they are serving their sentences rightfully so.
Yes.
I'm looking at Mafika Lento,
Muzi. Because Muzi also, he's here serving a sentence. Let me say,
which is appealable.
Yes,
which he said he's going to appeal it.
It's because of this case of Senzo that is serving the sentence. Unfortunately, the judge in Tembisa, while Tembisa being obviously not that far from the happenings, I mean, basically, you can literally say Tembisa is under Pretoria. Yeah, that's how things are. Ntanzi survived it, but Muzi could not survive.
And yet, Ntanzi is still here.
Unfortunately.
First time offender, even the way that things happen for him to be arrested, denied bail, and to be here.
Yeah.
Then I ask myself, like, this movie can... So basically, lawyers can just toy around with people's lives.
Not just any lawyers, the states. Look, from what has been happening in Madlanga's commission and the other commissions that are there, what we are hearing, it's a web. You know, the IDEC. You remember I complained about the IDEC.
Yeah.
But did you hear what they are now saying about the IDEC? The linking of some of the members who were coming from IPIT, linked to Paul O'Sullivan and all those things. Everything, every organ is infected, in my opinion.
Especially all the parts of the state organ, like, are all messed up.
Yeah.
My biggest frustration for me is that it frustrates me, it scares me a lot, and I wonder. I think our countrymen is a banana republic, to be quite honest. It's scary.
We can safely say that now.
You see what we are seeing here, especially for these two guys, these two guys.
Yes.
I mean, there is no case against them. So how do you manufacture a case, manufacture evidence, and get it with illegal means, violent, forceful means? Then finally you come to a court with a story, like a fairy tale. You can tell this story to your kid, and people will say, "No, baby, you are lying to me now."
Definitely, they will tell you.
But that comes to on national TV in the High Court, using their big brains, Mr. Valoy, whatever they're doing, and they just lie and painting like a fairy tale to us. And these are people's lives, because once they say that you are guilty, they are guilty and they will serve a sentence.
Unfortunately.
For me, I'm really disgusted, scared.
It is disgusting
because
and scary.
we are really this is just lawless. Even Valoy, the way he cross-examines, you can just see this man is not cross-examining to find the truth. If anything, he's cross-examining so that he can hide the truth or confuse so that the truth cannot be seen either way, so that his way can go. I mean, to give a few examples from when he was cross-examining Okwabin.
Yeah.
I think I've heard about 4 or 5 times where Okwabin was saying, when you're talking about me being arrested, please tell me what happened with this gun. And Valoy will just keep saying, no, we are not talking about that. The essence of my question is this. And Okwabin asked like 5 times, and this is a very relevant question, which at least Valoy, if he was really honest, and even if the judge was really listening, he should have said, no, please clarify to the witness, because apparently he was arrested with a gun. So why are you blocking him from talking about that gun which led to his arrest on that night? But it's all quiet.
Hey.
For me, it's really frustrating, Mr. Arno.
You know what? You must know that you are in a banana republic if you have many demigods of law, demigods of other stuff, like demigods of, I mean, people wanting to pay to pay protection fee. We are close to being Mexico, if not.
Or we are there already.
Yes.
Just maybe we are still dreaming, or these things are happening, and it's only now that we now know about the Senzo case.
Yeah.
And we can see this, or Matlanga Commission or the ad hoc committee, that we can see a bit of this. But these things have been happening. And they will continue to happen. Because we're only seeing a few of this now.
Those who are creative, those who are able to do, here's the money. The money now is on people who are going to sit down and write a documentary about this case, because this case is probably one of the groundbreaking cases that we have ever seen.
No, and you started with a fallacy that, you know what, this will be done very quick before COVID finishes, and everything will be done, and they'll be sentenced, and that's it.
And it
but
did not
somehow,
happen. D4 happened.
Yeah. This was a problem.
D4 disturbed the whole thing.
And they tried to silence him or frustrate him the way they did. But already the damage was, or the hole was already poked.
It was poked already. It was done.
Then for me, I ask myself, man, if Rata is really smart, because I can assure you, there is no way. Yes, he might rule against them. I actually think he's already ruled this man. He will rule against them and find them guilty. But there is absolutely no way that this thing will not win when it's been appealed. There is absolutely no way.
That's not an issue. I don't think Rata has an issue with that. He has been appealed before. Mdluli has been appealed before. He's normally when you appeal, obviously you win against Rata. That's the case. So the damage will be done, though.
Yes.
That's the main thing is to close the case. So the case will be closed. Appealing it's a different stage, which
might take long. Yeah, which might even take very long.
It might take long, but look at it this way: it does not open the case of 375 in finding out the truth about what really happened to Senzo. It closes that.
Yeah, because once you pronounce it, you can't be an accused here, whereas a particular case already been closed.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think we are. Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy days. Crazy days.
Lastly, from what I've seen here, all that Baloyi or the state is doing, including Rata, allegedly, my honest opinion is that they know the truth. What they simply are doing, they are doing everything they can do to hide or to prolong the truth
from coming out.
So that Judge Rata can come to a point where he can make his pronouncement. And once he does that,
it's all done.
It's a different beast. Because we all know whatever's happening here is not the truth. Hence I asked myself, Mr. Onogorna, where on earth are the bodies? You know, for example, like accountants, they psycha, right? Psycha will be watching. Once you hear that there's a CEO, you know, if you remember the whole KPMG saga, many directors were stripped of their qualifications, you know?
Yes.
Because they actively are involved and they are watching and they act as a body. So I wonder now, where is a similar body that has the powers to intervene when there's like a cross carrying out of mistakes?
You want to know the difference in your comparison?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Psycha is full of people of no color, and we are talking about private corporate. That means we are touching the demigods of this world in terms of finance and all that, and we are going to dance there. They don't play around. Now, the difference, now coming to what we are currently talking about, it is full of now, it has been, one might say, they might say, the other group might say it has been infiltrated by us.
Like so.
And you know what we do? We come, we kill. So, the only thing we never kill is the things that touches the other people. Those people living in this same law side, they still get good jobs. They still do good things. They still are doing well. The cases, big cases, they take them. These ones who are fighting for crumbs in the very same law society, they are committing crime after crime. Do you understand? But as they are committing crime, they make sure not to step on the wrong foot, which is the foot that we know. Because once you do that, hell will break. That's how South Africa is. Everywhere, even in the business, everywhere.
Then, my brother, we are in trouble. We are already in trouble. It's a banana republic.
Yes. Yes.
The only hope I have, my brother, is that the truth has a funny way of coming out, even though you might hide it, even though you might prolong it, but has a funny way of just coming out, the truth.
It does.
And to a very simple person, you don't need books. You don't need to be a CA or a master's or a PhD in law for you to know what truth is. But once the truth comes to every simple man like you and I, we'll be able to see what I know. Here we're being taken. Exactly. I'm just hoping that when it comes out, I'm just hoping that there's a miracle, that there will be some serious accountability when that comes. But yeah, just carry on watching this sad trial. I'm just worried about Senzo's family.
It's no longer about them. I mean, it's
not about them.
It's about people. It's about egos.
People,
it's about, it's about numbers.
My brother, really love and leave you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. All is alleged.
Alleged.
Yes. Thank you. Wrap it up, my man. Mzanzelo.
Hi, Misano.
Hi,
sir. Hi, Misano.
Hi.
Sorry, I called in earlier. There are 2 points that I thought about after, so I thought I would just raise it again. So 2 things, Misano.
Okay.
I know that the judge wants to bring Abu Gininda to exonerate themselves from what Gwabini said. I know that, but one important part for me about Gwabini's testimony is him hosting the event in 2014, which he absolutely denied. And I can confirm there was never proof that there was a gathering. It was just the way of the constable that we were paid.
Yes.
So once the person that is saying is the one who hosted, and he says, I never hosted that, and then it removes the event. Yes, and then you can attack him credibility and being beaten or not being beaten. It's a separate story. I get it, right? But I think the critical part of Gwabini was to deny that the event never happened. That was one. And then the second point, Mr. Ano. I know, Mr. Ano, the interpreter, our interpreter, Mr. Jonas, he is normally the one that is better than the other ones, right? But from listening to him, I'm not good. My wife is good, but I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mate. I don't get 100% of this, right?
Yeah.
But I prefer to listen to what Gwabini is saying rather than the interpretation. Because the interpretation, I'll give an example, Mr. Is it the interpretation when he was asked by Ramsey, would you ordinarily call Itani? The ordinarily was not transcribed to Gwabini. And Gwabini said no. Yeah, because it was what was asked, what Jonas is saying. And then he said no. And everyone thinks like Gwabini is not telling the truth or something. But it was because the ordinarily was not transcribed to would you call him and from time to time. No, it didn't. So the interpretation, my suggestion is whenever they talk about the record, I think they must go to a statement. If the record is talking about the statement, like what Black Mamba did, to try to read the statement. Because on the statement, you actually get what is being said, rather than I went to the record. Because the record is not correct. No?
Yeah, the record is messed up.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the court is relying on it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that is exactly my point. That I was there on the day where they were going on about whether Gininda is Zulu and all those things, man.
Yeah.
Right, mate. If you have never sat next to a person from Longoma, you would think Zulu is East. Me, I had the beauty of staying with a gentleman when I started working in Johannesburg in 2008. A gentleman, I said he was coming from Longoma. I realized that, hey, this Zulu of his is deep. It's different. So when Gwabini says, I spoke to Gininda and I could tell that he doesn't know Zulu, I don't know why people would dispute. And I don't know, the judge must be embarrassed. He says, I was born in Johannesburg. Being born in Johannesburg will make you Zulu? No, man. Or South African, whatever nationality you are. The fact is, the Zulu from Johannesburg is different to the Zulu from KZN. That is the fact.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah, the interpretation plays a big part also in what Baloyi would normally be reading from the record.
Indeed.
It distorted the record. So,
indeed.
Yeah, that was just my 2 points. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
One more likes, guys. Just press the like button, and I'm out, guys. Thank you very much. Emil did not come back. As you can hear, the door is banging. She is gone. Right, so I have to shut down. Also, appreciate you all with your contribution. Press the like button on your way in, way out, and continue interacting with the video. We appreciate you, and those who gave, God bless you. Welcome to new members and welcome to returning members. And if you need to renew, please do so. We still appreciate and take membership as it helps in these times. Times like this, it helps where we are able to pay for things that we need to pay for in this office. Thank you very much. Bye.